Hey guys, I'm back out in my test garden. I'm going to be testing the Equinox 800 and the XP Deus again. It's just going to select one target, a mid to low conductor with and without iron nails, some colonial nails you'll see. And I'll be using all three of the coils for the Deus. The high frequency coils, the elliptical and the round coil, and the x35 9-inch coil. I know that's a larger coil, but I like it's the x35 coil. I think between the 9 and the 11, and they're very similar performance. Anyway, those three coils for the Deus, and then the Equinox 800. We'll see how it goes. It's a cold day here in Savannah. I know the rest of the country is probably experiencing some really cold weather as well, or most of the country, I should say. Mid 40s here today and raining. Cold for here. Anyway, see you guys. First, I'm going to use the XP Deus HF round coil. Settings. I'm going to go ahead and use a 3-tone program. 3-tone program. I'm going to set my first tone at 6.1. I've been using the 6.1 recently for discrimination. It's setting iron volume at 0, which I'm really liking. It doesn't really matter if it performs the same with iron volume on or iron volume off. You just want to hear the iron or not. I'll keep iron volume at 3 in this exercise here. So, all right, 3-tone program. Disc is at 6.1. The next tone is at 7. So everything's 7 conductivity. Conductivity wise, at 7 and above is going to sound off very good at a very high frequency, because I've got it at the highest frequency. Sensitivity 90. Frequency is going. We're going to go ahead and bring that down. What's 26.6 is the lowest you can go on this one particular level. So iron volume at 3. We'll set the reactivity 2.5. Silencer -1. Audio response is still at 5. 87 ground balance. Let's see how it goes. Now I'll show you guys. This is a Tomback button, an old Tomback button. You can see here, kind of a mid conductor. 50, 51 at 26 kilohertz. That's pretty much mid conductor to low conductor. Anyway, there you go. So we'll put it here and see how it goes around these 2 iron nails. Lose it. The edge, I get it great. Still, I know there's something in there. I know there's something there. Get it. Let's see if we can get it closer until we lose it, and then we'll set everything else from that. I lost it there for sure. Pick it back up here. Pick it back up. I'm getting it. Lose it. Huh? Well, I'm getting it. I'm still getting it. Especially at the edge. I lose it here though. Nope, I don't. Still get it a little bit. He's still saying non-ferrous here, but the numbers are going way up. It's a tough target right there. 95. It's way off for the target ID, but you know what? You're still hearing a good sound in there. the edge of the coil here, you still get it. So, you know, obviously when you have the coil over the iron nail and the target at the same time, it's going to have a hard time finding that target, especially the iron nails overpower or larger than the target itself. So get the double blip because it's so shallow there. Pound that there. Alright, let's try the elliptical coil now. Alright guys, elliptical coil. See, same settings, yep. 6.1. Same settings as the round coil. Tough right here. Still get it right in the middle though. Lose it right here. Just like the round coil. But right here it's really loud. At the edge of the coil. In the bottom edge. Top edge, lose it. In the middle, we'll just base it on the middle right now. Getting it, getting it, getting it. Lose it a little bit right there. That's tough, a tough target right there too. Pound it there at the edge of the coil, the top edge of the coil there. And my earphones right now, they're really low, really loud, the WS4s. The elliptical coil, it loves this 50 target at 26 kilohertz. Let's get the x35 coil out and see what happens. 26 kilohertz. EMI. We're going to try to get it to 26 kilohertz fast. Alright. 26. That's pretty close. 26.891 is pretty close to 26.6. So iron volume 3, 2.5. Reactivity -1. Audio response is 5. Notch 0. Disc 6.1. 3-tone. Gonna have all the same. Sensitivity 90. Now we are gonna go. It is absolutely freezing right now. Contrast clock setting. Profile. Select. ID norm is gonna be on. We're going to turn it off. ID norm off. And we're also going to do TX power at 2. Okay guys? So let's try it. Automatic, I can tell. It's not, I'm not seeing the same quickness. Still getting it though. It's good. It's getting it. I already start to lose it there though. I'm getting it right at the edge though. The top edge of the coil. Getting it. Getting it. Getting it. Getting it. Getting it. Not getting it there. I just don't have the same feeling as quick and sensitive. Not as high performance as the HF coils. Just different. It sounds different too a little bit. It's a slower sound. Anyway, but it's getting it. It's getting it pretty good. Let's try the Equinox now. You've been around this thing. That's that quarter surrounded by nails. It's a sweet sound. It's deep. It sounds really deep there. 26 kilohertz. Yes. Got the Equinox 800. Park 2, which is what I've been using recently. I like it. I like Field 2 too, but Park 2, I like it. And noise cancel. Ground balance, it's at 10 right here. It should be around 30 or so. 40, that's good. 25, this volume level, no threshold. It's two-tone. Tone breaks 1 or 0. 1 is the 0 is the tone break for iron. We've got no discrimination on. And I've got it set at 5 recovery speed. So I'm going to bump that to 7 for this test, because I think 2.5 in the Deus is around 7 for the Equinox 800, and FE is at 0. All right, so let's go to single frequency. It doesn't go to 25, so we'll go to 20. 20. We'll see how 20 does, and then maybe go down to the 14. So it's real quiet, real stable right now. Sensitivity is at 21. It's really quiet. $20 kilohertz. Here we go. We'll see what this target sounds like without any nails around it. Showing a 5, 1 jumping all over the place. Jumpy. It sounds, there are good sounds in there, but the target ID is terrible. That's what it should be, around a 10, 11. That's what it should be. How that happened right there. The dirt. Definitely not there. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's probably what it should be. Getting it there pretty good. In this kind of a test, in my opinion, the Equinox is not going to shine as much as it would on a depth test. Something like this, where you got a that perfect ID, perfect depth. 6, 7, about 7 inches down, 8 inches maybe. 7 inches really. It's pounding it. It sounds pretty deep, but not real deep. But it's really good on deep targets. And you'll see that in some of the upcoming videos where I'm using the Equinox 800. I mean, it's a fast machine. lose it completely there. The Deus was getting it here, right in the middle of the coil even. Big time. That was a so what's this target? Oh, without the iron around it. 7. There you go. Now, higher conductive target. We could do, well, let's just try something else. Something I found recently. Let's see how it does. Got a Georgia button recently. A little cuff Confederate Georgia button. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. The dome. You'll see it in an upcoming video. I found it with the Equinox. Anyway, let's see how this one goes. Without the iron, this thing sounds, it's a 17, so that's really like a mid conductor, not a low conductor. So, you know, that's typical military button, really. Some of them go a little higher than that, really, but so what we'll do, put it right in the middle, right here. And we'll go with the Deus 2 after this. Okay. So right in the middle of the coil. Not really that good, to be honest with you. Much better at the edge. Obviously, it's just because the coil's not over all the targets at one time. So it IDs it right there at the edge, pretty good. What happens when you go to multi? Look at that. Go to multi. Now I'm getting it all over. Now it's performing like the Deus. A lot. Wow. Multi's amazing. I feel like I'm getting many more good target sounds rotating around this target and multi than with single frequency. Interesting. Multi's the way to go in my opinion, guys. Multi's the way to go. It's a tough target. Silver. Round nails. Big quarter. Perfect. Okay. Let's try the Deus again. Hey guys, 26 kilohertz again with the elliptical coil on this Georgia button. Check everything real quick. Same settings as before. Losing it there. That's a tough one. Get it back at the back side of that coil. Much less of the coil going over that iron. Getting it a little bit there. Not getting a good ID on it. but I'm getting a good non-ferrous sound. It's a tough angle right there too. Probably gonna be like an 87, 88 without the iron there. Getting it. All right, let's see what it is on the without iron. 84, 81, 85. So it's like 85, mid 80s, at 26 kilohertz. All right, let's get the other coils going. Got the round coil in here, guys. Yeah, this was not that close. It was right here. Right there. Getting it good. Right there. Picks it up there. Getting it there, but it's all jacked up with that iron, polluting that sound a little bit. That VDI. It's good there. Perfect. I even put that target a little bit closer to that nail this time. So there you go. This one. Oh, man. 84, just like the elliptical coil. All right, so we'll get this one going on the X35 and see how the X35 does in comparison to everything here as well. All right, make sure that the configuration again and the ID norm is off. ID norm is off. Perfect. And we're at 26.9 kilohertz, 26.8, sensitivity 90, volume's 3, reactivity 2.5, TX power's at 2. We're good. With a little bit higher frequency, that number should be a little bit higher for that target without any iron around it. We'll see what it does after I go around it. It's on that backside a little bit. I'm starting to lose it here though. Oh, I hit it a little bit closer. Yeah, with that bag. There we go. I mean, it's very, very, very similar to the other two Deus coils. I mean, it stays fast, same program. I don't know that the coils made any different than the other coils, the high frequency coils, as far as the actual components inside the coil. I don't know. There might be something going on. I don't know. I suspect that the elliptical coil is definitely different. I don't know. I just feel like that elliptical coil is special. Getting the targets that no one else gets, especially at those higher frequencies. I mean, the best finds I've ever found have been with that elliptical coil. But I love the Deus coils, all of them. The low frequency coil still gets it. Deus loves buttons. It just loves old buttons, old brass buttons, all kinds of buttons. pounding it there. Lose it right when you get in the middle though. Just because it's all that coil is all over all that iron and the target at the same time. You still hear a really good target in that non-ferrous, really good non-ferrous sound in that. And that swing over the target. There you have it, guys. All right, let's see what this thing sounds like without iron. 84. 84, so it's about the same. I mean, the frequency is just a tad bit higher for the setting. There you have it, guys.